Okay guys, so we are doing the excellent work, and as the next step we need to work on the data picker for our birthday text field. Okay, for that purpose, the first thing that we need to do is we need to create the object as a data picker view. Okay, so I'll scroll at the top right over here. I'll write a new constant which will be let or var date picker view of type UI date picker. Here we go. Or you can write just date picker. Not a problem at all. Okay, so we have created now, we call it code object, or even though it's a user interface object. So let's now go and let's now just implement this in our birthday text field. So we can do directly writing this in the view did load method. Here we'll write in the view that load. I'll write a comment implement date picker into text field, birthday text field. So here we first of all we have here declare the date picker. We write here date picker equals to UI date picker open and close round bracket. So here we write date picker dot date picker mode equals to dot date. So then we want to indicate the maximum date picker dot maximum date equals to, so the maximum date will write equals to calendar dot current dot date by adding a value with the date. Here will be value to date, that's the one. So by adding a year value -5 to current date. So the logic of this, we're writing to allow the date picker to pick the maximum date, which is as per the calendar which everyone use, current calendar. And by adding year means, so this expression means the user won't be allowed to select any date as the birthday earlier than 5 years. So means the user cannot be 5 years old from current date. So this is the logic of this. Okay, so now we want to whenever we select a some date, we want some function to be executed. So what I will do is I will write here before birthday continue button, I will write here a one function which will be date picker value or date picker changed func. Here we write date picker changed or did change, like here did change, open round bracket, and here I'll put lowercase, here date picker of type UI date picker. Okay, and here open curly brackets. So this function which we want to access, I'll put here at objective C objc. So this function will be executed whenever the date is selected, whenever any date is selected. Okay, so let's now tell our date picker view to execute this function. We're coming back to our view did load method right over here. We write date picker add target self, which is current class, and here we will write select open and close round brackets, and right here self dot date picker did change. That's the one. For the state will be dot value changed. That's the one. So whenever the value will change in our date picker, we want this function to be executed in current class. Okay, let's now, so we've created now, let's write here, not creating, we're not implementing, we're creating DataPicker. Creating and implementing DataPicker into birthday text field. Creating, dot, comma, configuring. And let's now write here. I'll write, it's very simple to do, birthday text field dot input view equals to very simple DataPicker. That's the one. Okay, excellent. So we are now coming back to our DataPicker date change. So how we can test that? So whenever now we'll tap on the birthday text field, it will show us a DataPicker. So let's write Michael at gmail.com or whatsoever. Michael or Mitchell John. Password 123456. Here we go. So we see that now we have a DataPicker here. Excellent. So we can select the date. If you try, let's say select. Okay. So if you you see, let's say current date is 2018 or 2019 or 2020 or 2013, it won't allow you to go to the 2 years back because physically you cannot be 5 years old kid who wants to register his account on the Facebook. So this means a maximum date which we can place. Okay, so another step will be to here integrate a method um, and logic for the DataPicker. So what do we want to do is, so we want here to appear some date whenever we select anything. We want here the date to be updated. Okay, so for that purpose, we need to, so this date is in programming, it is of type NSDate, and you know birthday is a text field which stores string. Okay, we need date to convert to string. Okay, let's do it. First, we need to declare the format. Let formatter equals to date formatter, open and close round brackets. Then we write formatter dot date style equals to date formatter dot style dot medium. Then we write birthday text field dot text equals to date format or just formatter, r formatter, dot string from the date. Date will be sorry, DataPicker dot date. So the one used by the DataPicker. Okay, let's now build and run. I'll write some email address format. Okay. Excellent. So this is how it works. So we see now the date in our birthday text field. Okay, excellent. So what we want to do is we want now the continue button to be shown if, let's say, we are elder than 5 years. So this is what we want to do. Okay, so here we will write another formatter. Let compare date formatter equals to date formatter, open and close round brackets, and write compare date formatter dot date format will declare the format y for year, y for year, y for year, y for year, right dash, this for month, this for dates, and here we put space, h for hour, colon, and m for minutes. So this is the format, and let compare date equals to compare date formatter dot date from the string 2013 01 01 0001. Okay, so we don't want anyone to be registered who is later than this date. for example, and let's run the logic for this. If DataPicker.date is less than compare date, then when, so here we write birthday consider button dot is hidden equals false, else it is hidden. Birthday consider button hidden equals true. Yeah, like this. So what we're doing here, we are declaring the format to be used in text field while presenting the date. This is what we're doing here. Here we are declaring the format of date, then to place a dummy date into this format. So what we have done, we have declared another date formatter, compare date formatter. We told to Xcode, this is the format. This is the format. Remember this format. And as per this format, I will give you one date. This is what we have told to Xcode. So Xcode remembered this format when we type this line. So this is the format. And for this dummy format, we're giving this dummy date. So it will assign 2013 as a year, as a month will be 01, as a date will be 01, and hour will be midnight 01. Okay, so this is what we have done. And here we are writing if logic. If user is older than 5 years or older than 5 years, show continue button. Okay, let's now build and run. Let's say I'll write 2000, it doesn't show me, and now it will show you. In 2013 it doesn't show you, and now it shows you the continue button. When we click that, we're now thrown to the gender button. And one bug that we want to fix is whenever we go to a new page, we want the text, the keyboard to be shown according to the text field on this page. Okay, it's very simple to implement. We'll start from the email text field. So email continue button clicked. So when it is clicked, it's thrown us to another page, show new keyboard. Here we will write if name, if first name text field dot text is empty, then first name text field become first responder, which means call keyboard short, show keyboard of next text field. Else if last name text field dot text is empty, last name text field dot become first responder. If, and here we'll write again, else if first name text field dot text dot is empty equals false, and last name text field dot text exclamation mark is empty equals false, we want to remove the keywords first name text field dot resign first responder and last name text field dot resign first responder. If already the text is filled, then we want to hide the keyboard. So this is the logic which we have implemented. Okay, so here we'll write some text. I click continue, and automatically the keyboard is selected for this text field. So that's really excellent. Okay. So you understand the logic here. It's very simple. If first name text field is empty, then show the keyboard. If last name text field is empty, show the keyboard. If none of these text fields are empty, then hide the keyboard. Okay, so we're doing now from, we want now when we get directed from the full name page to a password page, we want password page to be shown. Here we write if password text field dot text is empty, here exclamation mark. Here we will write password text field dot become first responder, show keyboard of next text field. Very simple, and we're doing the same for, and here there is no if. Whenever we get, or let's write it with a if, no problem. If birthday text field dot text exclamation mark dot is empty, then birthday text field dot become first responder. And if the password is typed, we want to hide the password. Else if password text field dot text exclamation mark is empty equals false, means which if it's not empty, password text field dot resign first responder. And here again, else if birthday text field dot text exclamation mark is empty equals false, open curly brackets and write here birthday text field dot resign first responder. And one more thing, when we're, let's say, type the password, when we select, let's say, the date, and here we want to hide the keyboard. So here we'll write birthday text field dot resign first responder, hide keyboard when continue button on birthday page is clicked. Okay, let's now build and run to see. We're going to register page. Here let's write john@gmail.com. Continue. Excellent. We'll write John Michael. Continue. Password we'll write 123456. Continue. Here you see all the keyboards getting selected automatically. Continue, and here the keyboard gets hidden. And the one more implementation with the Facebook, which is using whenever we swipe, we want to come back. So let's now implement this logic.